Fox Business billionaire CEO warns he'll close grocery stores if Democratic Socialist candidate wins New York City mayor case. That's John Catsimatidis, and let me tell you something about this man. He's a self-made man, owner and operator of Red Apple Media. That includes WABC, my station that I'm on here. Chairman and CEO of grocery chains, Gristedes and D'Agostino Supermarkets. John, how are you?
I am fine. Thank you, Mark, for having me on. We're in crisis mode. There's an undercurrent in this country, Mark, that they're taking over city by city. And look, I was a Democrat at one time. I was a Bill Clinton Democrat. I ran his campaign. But there's no way you could be a Democrat today. There's no way. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's an undercurrent. We have common sense Democrats and we have the loonies.
Yeah.
And the common sense Democrats don't have the courage to stand up against the loonies. And John, right now, New York is under attack.
You are under attack. And what's crazy is that these Democrats seem to be lining up behind the guy, Schumer, and all these others. And I'll speak as a Jew. I mean, this guy's an anti-Semite and all the rest. They're still lining up behind it. What do you make of that?
He's part of the Columbia University crowd. I think his parents are Columbia University graduates or they're professors there. And they started a movement. And they're trying to take over. It's part of AOC, the same movement. They're trying to take over the Democratic Party completely. I was very, very much disappointed. My friend, and he's still my friend, I love the guy. I couldn't believe that my friend Bill Clinton sent out the tweet yesterday congratulating him.
Yep.
And it's just disappointing. But all cannons are lined up, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a Republican, whether you're independent, this guy has to go down. And I think that's the number one priority of common sense people in New York City.
He wants massive tax increases that'll chase businesses out, certainly won't attract businesses. He basically wants to defund the cops, he said. I mean, this is a real crackpot. And so if he gets in, by God, I hope he doesn't. Look, I'm a Philadelphian, but we all know New York's the greatest city. It's not necessarily the greatest sports teams, in my humble, but the greatest city. And so if this guy takes over the city, it's going to be like London. It's going to be like that nut job in London. And he's going to attract the wrong people and the other people, and I don't mean ethnicity, I mean in terms of investment and that sort of thing. And by the way, and ideology. And other people, it's going to depopulate this city. Let me ask you something. You have these grocery stores, and you've contributed a lot to this city in terms of the neighborhood grocery stores. People love your grocery stores. They're not these massive chains and that sort of thing. And you say, look, I'm probably going to have to shut down these stores. The guy wants to basically take over the grocery business, no?
Well, he wants to take over the grocery store business. And like I said on Fox the other day, you can't fight City Hall. If City Hall wants to run the grocery business, they're going to run it. And nobody gets arrested for stealing. Nobody goes to jail. It'd be like Los Angeles. You could steal $985 and nobody's going to say anything to you. So New York is going to become worse than Chicago, worse than Los Angeles. And that's why, whether you're Democrats or Republicans, everybody has to put their foot down. You can't allow socialists to take over New York City, one of the greatest cities in the world.
John, tell the nation a little bit about your background. Were you raised as a trust fund child? How did you get where you are? My book tells a story. I came to America. My two grandfathers came to America in 1913, and they came over to find the streets paved with gold. They left my father in the home country to take care of the three sisters and his mother. And my father worked on the lighthouse for 17 years to earn a few lira
and got paid by the Italian government in lira to feed his sisters. And then after World War II, when the Brits came over to Greece, took back the islands, took back the lighthouse, my father lost his job, married my mom, came to America. I was 6 months old. We grew up in Harlem. My father never made more than $100 a week as a busboy in a restaurant, and I got lucky. And with my book, I went to public school. I went to Brooklyn Tech, one of the best high schools. I had the congressional nomination for West Point in 1966, but I was an only child, and my mother cried, wouldn't let me go. I went to New York University, and I grew the company. And I started working for my quasi-cousin, and in my senior year in college at New York University, I had one store, and I ended up having 10 stores by the age of 23, 24, making $1 million a year. And in 1973, 74, $1 million a year was a lot of money.
Now, these stores you have, these stores you have, they're pretty much neighborhood stores, aren't they?
Right now, in the stores we have left in New York City are neighborhood stores. We thought we had, but that's right now. The supermarket business is our smallest business of any of our companies. I've run it for 54 years, and what I said on television is, my son, who's supposed to take over for me, and I'm older than you, Mark, and I don't want my son. Running the supermarket business for 54 years, right. I don't want my son to have the same, burden on his shoulders to run it. Yeah. He does. We do very well in the real estate business. We do very well in the energy business. I love the media business. I enjoy it. I work 20 hours a week doing shows, and I want to keep America free, and that's my duty. Mark Levin, it's your duty to get the truth out.
John, or Cats as we like to call you, let's hold you over. I've got several more questions. Very important, ladies and gentlemen. This is an entrepreneur. This is a man who's made a lot of wealth, and he's under attack because he made a lot of wealth. He didn't rob a bank. Did you rob a bank, John?
Never did. I mean, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you a story how the banks robbed us.
John Catsimatidis owns this station in New York, WABC, which is where I started, believe it or not, over 20 years ago. And much more than that, you heard him, he owns a lot. He came here with nothing. His parents came here with nothing. And he's the example of capitalism and how it works. You can come with nothing and become wealthy. Come with nothing, become middle class. You can be wealthy and lose everything. But I can tell you this, you won't be prosperous under any circumstances under a Marxist who imposes a socialist type of regime. Guy's 33 years old, John. He doesn't know a damn thing about economics. He's an ideologue. Bernie Sanders, AOC, and the rest of them. And do you think that the people of New York will rally, that the donors to these campaigns will rally, get behind somebody and be able to defeat him? It seems like an uphill battle right now.
It's an uphill battle right now. We have to consolidate. You can't. Cuomo and Eric Adams can't run on the same ticket or on the same in November. I think one of them has to bow out, and it has to be one-on-one against the Socialist, and that's the only way we can make sure that he doesn't win. We have to come up with a game plan. The common sense people of New York City have to come up with a game plan not to allow socialism to take over New York. And that's the number one goal.
Now, you have a lot of contacts there, Republican and Democrat. Do you get the sense that there's heightened concern and that people are starting to rally and try and figure out what to do about this?
All of a sudden, everybody's there to rally. The common sense Democrats that I'm friends with, right now they want that guy out. The common sense Republicans want the guy out. So we're consolidating everything, and we have to do it. I mean, we can't lose New York City. There's too many people that work too hard to make New York City the greatest city in the world.
All right. Well, we wish you well. I'd like to bring you back in a month or two or three and see how things are going, because this affects the whole nation. I mean, when these cities start getting picked off like this, and they're targeting the cities. They have a grand strategy. He's a founder of Students for Justice in Palestine, which is a Hamas front group, for God's sakes. BDS, which is an organization that has as its purpose to destroy Israel economically. He's talking about global intifada. That is a terrorism agenda. I mean, this guy's not some moderate Muslim, which he pretends to be. He's an all-out Islamist, this guy, no?
Absolutely. Now, I will tell you, one of the things that came up, I had the GOP chair with us on our 5 o'clock show just before you today, Michael Watley. And remember when 20,000 Chinese quasi-soldier-looking 20-year-olds came into America?
Yeah.
I think that coincides with the 20,000 the 20,000 licenses that the FBI found the Chinese issuing them, and those 20,000 were responsible to go into key American states and change those states from Republican to Democratic, and that was their mission for those 20,000 of them.
Unbelievable. I think that was the whole purpose of the open borders, to change the
20,000 number. The 20,000 number of Chinese of military age that came in at the same time we had 20,000 driver's licenses issued to them. Well, how does it say? Tick, 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 tick.
You're right, and it is. All right, John Catsimatidis, who is a great guy, who I've just gotten to know mostly right in this conversation. And we'll get to know him better here.
I stand side by side with you to make sure the free world stays free and to make sure America leads that freedom.
Well, God bless you, my friend. And the whole nation hears what you have to say. This is very, very important. This race is important. It's illustrative of what's going on in this country. Take care of yourself. You have your heart issues. I got my heart issues. Take care of yourself.
You got it. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.